Notification, MODE Easy 2136 has home team selection Miami. Ready, edit uniforms, entering. Pants option is set to Maze pants. Ready. And ready. Home team selection Miami Hurricanes.
We have reached the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to Pasadena, California, and the iconic Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We're almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game.
Entering play call screen.
The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over.
Y off trick, normal Y off doubles, Y off outside zone, Y off tricks, Y off trio WK.
The shotgun handoff here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Entering paused screen, you have 9 options. Resume is selected. Entering, cancel, pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game, cancel.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss, 2nd down and 11. Tailback takes the handoff again. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
Entering play call, punctuate spacing.
Important moment early in this playoff game. Opening drive, they face 3rd down. To throw, it's Taylor. Makes a quick grab. Tackle made after a solid game to spot the ball at the 34.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down. Early in the game, a chance to get them off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Tackle, but forced down.
Of course they're going to pick up the 1st down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka, Tyrone Wheatley, and Leroy Horde. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Great job here by this defense on the wide receiver screen. All that receiver's looking for is just a small little seam to be able to get vertical and show what kind of speed he has. The defense did not let him get started. That's good hustle and a nice play.
Running back has it on the screen now. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball, he had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and to affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Entering play.
The coverage team makes the stop on this return.
Say, coach, you have 15 options. Give cushion.
Handing off on the draw play. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Fires it to the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. They get him down, but a big play moves into the 45.
Boy, nice throw and a great catch here by this Miami Hurricane wide receiver. For our younger audience out there who might be watching this game, I got to tell you, you may not remember this, but Miami set the tone for wide receiver play for decades, and they're working their way to get back to that now.
3 cover, 1 double, cover 2 man.
Offense getting set, 2nd down play here. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hand.
3, 2, 4. Cover 4 bonds.
Canes pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. One man to the backfield, and he'll get the football.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance, so throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. The pass rush closing in. It's caught, but out of bounds, so incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game is got it.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling.
Cover 6 will formation 3 to odd temp cover 6 cover 3 match.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. And the wideout goes in motion. And there's the handoff. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter.
Some drop, some odd. You have 15. Temp, cover 3 sky.
So So a serious defensive battle as we wrap up the first quarter. These teams pursuing a national championship. Let's take a look at the game summary so far.
Entering
Both
play
teams
call.
desperate to get the offense going, find a spark and some rhythm in this playoff game. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Bringing pressure.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Receiver in motion now. Play fake, looking to throw. They've got him. Again, he couldn't escape.
The defender did not bite on his fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. The distance will be from 38 yards out. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. Hold on, now there is a flag on the field. If it's on the defense, still wouldn't be a first down. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here.
You have 15 up. Safety with option. Safety depth. Zone drop. You have 15 options. Cover
The
one low
Hurricanes will have first and 10 here. And here's the handoff. The gain is 3 yards, so second and 7.
Cover 3 match. Cover 3 match. Give cushion. Yes.
Looking for a receiver. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
2, 10 DB Bullets Texas free. Texas 4-man.
They convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play. Touchdown or field goal. Will not be brought down. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the mark. Fourth down now. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup.
Cap safety.
Drive alive. Design quarterback run. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Chris, how about this? The offensive coordinator decides to run the quarterback in a design run to try to catch the defense napping, but the defense was not having it at all. Waiting for that play to be run, comes up with a nice stop to get the ball back.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. He didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Going absolutely nowhere. Awesome.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
But to avoid another punt here in the second drive, they got to convert here on third down. Back to pass. It's Taylor. Caught quickly. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain in that completion. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. We're going to kick it away for the second time. And the ball is away from inside the 10. And the first catch is made, but there's a flag down. So let's sort that out. Got to make sure the guy's allowed to make the fair catch before you hit him. Very obvious call there. The offensive coordinator begins this drive with excellent field position. They'll run it here. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
The clock has stopped and we've reached the 2-minute timeout before halftime.
Texas 4-man.
2nd down after that previous play. A draw to the back. He picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground.
Boy, draws and screens are a great way to counter an effective pass rush. Allow those defensive ends to get upfield and hand it off at the last second.
And the Canes looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. First down, looking to throw the ball. Touchdown, Miami.
Entering play call. Entering paused screen. You have 9 options. Resume is selected. Entering. Cancel pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game. Cancel. Entering play call. Coach suggestions.
That's just textbook right there. Great timing and recognition by the quarterback. Great route by this receiver. He gave a nice stem to the outside before he went to the post. Perfect timing, tough to defend, and an easy touchdown for this offense.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's James. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Boy, what a great job of using his speed. Hit him on the edge, allow him to be able to pull away from people, pick up big yards, and come up with a nice first down.
Mesh, jet touch pass.
So quickly, all the way up to the 36, and it's first down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Their carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
They're going to run it. Nowhere to run up the middle.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. looking downfield. It's Taylor. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side for this crucial play. And the Wolverines will bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team.
2 to 4 TB blitz text. Some drops. 2 to 4 single mug. There are 5 category. Texas 4-man.
The first play of this drive now. They're set up at the 34. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. The pocket breaking down. Looking for a man deep in the right side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Oh my gosh, there is just what they wanted. He got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
Fields, 1WWR1.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from the 34.
Enter.
And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
There are 2 categories. You have 20.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense?
Middle through.
And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. As the first down is still going. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. For me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
And it falls incomplete. They tried for a big chunk play on the final play of the period. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Ball. You have 5 options. Kickoff left is selected.
The Wolverines will kick this away to get the second half going. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25.
You have 15 options. Cover 1 hole is selected.
And the Hurricanes offense takes the field. Trying to build the lead as we begin the third quarter and trying to clean up those pass protection issues. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Fires it on the move. And that pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
He's back to throw again on second down. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
Tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from the 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Pressure is coming. He's got it in the open. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advance into the next round.
RPO. Tackle, some drop, safe, cover 2-man.
Second down play coming up.
Yes.
Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Calls it in outside the 10 and still running. Touchdown, Canes. No chance to catch him there.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here.
Touch pass.
And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Tackle made out of the 24-yard line. Nice play.
Boy, when you can rip off a huge gain like that on a touch pass, it forces the defense to be more cognizant of the pre-snap motion to the edges. Now the pre-snap motion calls should keep that second-level defenders guessing.
And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Looking to scramble. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, you watch a completion like that with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Greasy had in 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Grbac and all the great receivers. So this is within their history. It's good that they're leaning on it.
Punch, tricks HBW, punch, tricks Y over.
Now it's second down here. And now the running back's got it again. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Still searching for their first touchdown of the game, but on the move now. It's 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he stopped after 84 yards. So 2nd and 6. On the jet sweep, and he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive down. Oh, the pass is picked off. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Play action here on 1st down. Looking for the wideout. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
2nd down after the incompletion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, how about the push up front by the big fellas here? And when you can get pressure like this, that's what separates good defenses from great defenses. You think back to the Michigan teams, when they've been exceptional, they've had defensive line played just like that.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Oh, he's bringing it back. That's a big gain of the play. He's out of bounds, and that'll end the 3rd quarter. Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The game is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally. It can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
The Wolverines will line up here on 1st down and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines! As they fight back here in this playoff game. That score makes things a lot more interesting here in the 4th quarter with a spot in the national championship game on the line.
This feels like a playoff game now. You can see it on the guys' faces. That was a momentum punch. Now the focus shifts to the opposition. Can they march down and answer, or will they wilt to the pressure?
Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer.
Entering play call. You have 5 options. Kickoff left is selected.
You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there.
3 to 4. Odd. You have 15 options. Cover 1 hole is selected.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. This game just got tighter. Temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. Looking to throw it on 1st down. And it's intercepted. A crushing play. Short return tackle at the 21, but that's a huge takeaway for this defense.
A risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. He gets loose. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Outside,
toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, play's going to blow up.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
And this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that 1st down marker.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
The senior calls his own number, picks up the 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
First and goal, handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense, surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Nothing on 1st down, so now it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Touchdown, Michigan, as the QB fights his way into the end zone. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to. That would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter.
5 options. Kickoff left is selected.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to clear it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start the 25.
You have 15 options. Cover 1 hole is selected.
Here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick in the very first play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Oh, and he fumbles. The defense has got it. They get him down after a short return, but a turnover created by this defense. Big moment.
Boy, when you're running the quote-unquote 4-minute offense, it's a combination of working the clock and getting productive yards. They ain't doing that. And then to end it with a fumble just ruins that opportunity. Now you give your opponent a chance to not just get the recovery, but a chance to go down and win the game.
Quarterback looking to scramble. So the clock is stopped. We've reached the last 2 minutes here.
AHP count, pocket slide. AHP counter STR.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Hand off to the single back. The gain good for just a few yards. Defense swarming to the football.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And the Wolverines pick up enough for a first down.
Here's a great example of a back there where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. Got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. They'll hand it off. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Offense getting set. It's second down. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Entering
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense. They try to get everybody on the same page here.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
The Wolverines move into the red zone. Scanning the field. It's Taylor. On the move now. He'll throw it now. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage.
The quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job of the D.
He missed it. Off target that time. But there's a marker down, so hold everything. Let's see what this is about. The referee, the kicker penalty, has given this offense a chance to punch it in. Let's see if they can take advantage. On the ground, it's James. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. It's a second and goal play for the offense. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, you lose the battle at the line of scrimmage here on second down to bring up this third down. Now as a play caller, you really got to be thinking about pass pro and giving this quarterback a chance to throw the football to get this into the end zone.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 15 options. Field goal when D2 yards is selected.
Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 15 options.
So on 4th down, out tries the place kicker in a very big spot here. And it's It's good. Right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
After the clutch kick to take the lead, now they'll kick it away. With offense, still a chance to tie this game if they can drive the field quickly. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there.
Safety with safety with formation. Nickel. Tempo. Cover 2 man. Texas 4 man.
In the first play of the drive now from the 25. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking for a late deep throw. That last pass falls incomplete. That will do it. Game over. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and